Welcome back to the Like Minded Investor Investing That Makes Sense. It is time to start that mantra. I'm ready to put it out there. Facts over feelings is the mantra here at the Like Minded Investor. You have to, as a trader, as an investor, as a business person, in self development, any aspect of life, I truly believe you have to put the facts above your feelings, period. If you just go moping around all the time, all in your feels, how are you gonna be constructive? How are you gonna make best decisions, regardless of the decisions, personal, business, trading, whatever it is? All right. So that's the mantra. We're going with facts over feelings. I'm going to spread that to the whole world. But if this is our first time meeting, my name is Kevin McCoy, the creator of the Like Minded Investor. Investing that makes sense. So let's get right into the charts. From here on out, first and foremost, the videos, they're going to be a little more relaxed. We're going to start overlapping everything that I've put in other videos on top of each other. Okay. We're going to start using it as confluence in videos. Um, talk instead of getting straight to the point. I mean, we will get straight to the point, but instead of just fast, like get the information out, we're gonna walk through why you do things, how to do things, the best way to potentially do things. Okay, it's not just, hey, this is what it is, that's what it is, boom. That's what the videos used to be like. That's just to get the basics and the foundation out of the way. From here on out, in more depth, in more detail, layered over material that we've already discussed and gone over, and you hopefully get and understand. If not, go back and watch some of them. With that being said, let's get right into it. We're going to go over a little bit of price action, top down analysis, and I'll just call out the things as they go, I guess. We'll start with USD JPY. All right. When you look at this on the weekly, now, when you do top-down analysis, it means you start at a higher time frame and you work your way down in time frames. Okay. The higher the time frame, the stronger the structure. That is the nursery rhyme. The higher the time frame, the stronger the structure. All right. So with that being said, on the weekly, we start there. USD JPY. All right. I've got a subscriber that asked for what are good and bad entries. Now, I don't believe in good or bad entries. I do believe in bad entries, and I'll show you why right here. So, if you follow the channel, you know that for one, we are in an upward trend. Okay. This was high, a retracement, and now we are pushing back up. Now, if you do follow, you know I love rally-based rallies, and in this instant, a drop base drop, right? This zone holds a lot of power. So we're going to box up that zone. We're going to pull it over to the right. See how we are just hanging out in this area? Now, this area is not just a new area, all right? If you drag this to the left, it was once resistance. Came down, came up, tried to make the support, which it is trying to do again now, trying to flip it into support, failed, came down, and we are now back here. All right. That's the weekly time frame. Let's see what happens when you move time frame. See how much more information you get? Quite a bit more information here. All right. Same pattern, just more candles. Right? You can see that while we were up here, it tried to break out and break down, got rejected from the top and the bottom at this one day. All right. Break it down to an hour. An hour, we're going to start zooming in, I think. We're going to start zooming in. Let's do the 4 hour. So these zones I see over here, just below the zone that we mapped out. See this little nugget? We're going to hit a couple lines there. And yes, it is just under. But I will show you why. See how important that area is? Support, support, and failed. So with that being said, this is what I mean by bad entry. In my opinion, yes, this is a very powerful zone. But down here seems to be a little more powerful. All right, now let's flip back to the weekly. You can't even see that zone on the weekly. All right. So you have to do the top-down analysis to find different zones, if that makes sense. Go down 1 hour, get back in here. So see how strong the zone below the zone, look how strong it was. It holds in there, breaks out. Excuse me. Apologies. It breaks out right here, comes back, and now we're going to zoom in and see how powerful this zone is versus the gray zone that we're in. Support, higher support, and now it's not even getting down. So on this lower time frame, look what we got here. Oops, wrong one. From the low, right here. Touched here, touched here, touched here. So our first signal that price may come retest is breaking this. But you never put a trade in off of that. Look how far that came. Look how far that dipped in. All right. You will often see fake out breakouts or false breakouts. You want to see what price does when it returns, if and when it returns this zone. With that being said, if you go over here and you just look at, these are all 786, 886 zones on the Fibonacci. Okay. From the top to the bottom. Now on Fibonacci, it's the lowest closing candle. So it'll be this green candle, not the wick. The body has to be the body, but you do use the wick of the lowest closing body candle. Okay. It's very important. 786, 886 for selling pressure. We will pull from there now. Boom. To these bottoms. And as you can see, 786, 886 for selling pressure. And it did it again. This one is a 60%, 50%, 618, I believe. Where are we at? Boom. To the low. Yep. 50%, 618. And we're actually sitting in there. So see, even to put in a trade right now, sometimes the best trade is no trade, to sit on your hands. Okay. There is no trade I am willing to take as of right now within USD JPY. All right. We just confluenced a trend line, a rally based rally zone, a stronger zone from previous resistance levels. We pulled the Fibonacci 3 times, showed you not only 1 786 886, 2 786 886s, but how we are sitting in a 50% 618. And if you don't know these zones and these numbers, go back and watch my Fibonacci introduction video. Okay. These are just the strong zones within the Fibonacci. It's the green line, the yellow line, and both the red lines, which are the 50%, the 618, the 786, and the 886. And as you see, the levels that it presents are, I mean, look at that. It wicked in there and retraced. It went halfway through there and retraced. Touched, retraced, touched, retraced, touched, retraced. Now, this is touching this retracement quite a bit more, so I believe it's getting weaker. This may do a little retest, and then climb its way out of here. We don't know yet. To base a trade in this box, to me, is what you call a bad trade. There's too much other stuff going on. There's a zone right below here. This zone is still valid. Like like price could come up here before it wipes this out. There's so many things that you can do from this. Top-down analysis, a little price action, trend line, two different levels, a rally-based rally. I would look for the sell down here, to be honest. And if you take a fib from where the initial leg came from, 786, 886, just so happens to be right here. It's a lot of gray boxes, but we're first looking for price to come here for a rejection. And then we would look for the trade here. I may place two trades within this box, see how price reacts, and then go from there. There's a lot of things to this. Take the time, start to play around. A huge thing in this is when you set these zones up, leave them. Come back tomorrow, see how they reacted to your areas. See how they reacted within those zones. This is the 1 hour. So if I leave this marked up, I can come back tomorrow, I'll have 24 new candles. I'll have 30 new candles. In the next few days, I'll have 60 new candles. Make sense? I hope so. And I hope that I helped you. I hope that this brought value. And I hope you're enjoying this as the journey that I am having as well. This is quite the journey. I never thought I'd be teaching. This is a blessing. But I'm here to teach it. So I am learning how to teach at the same time you are learning how to intake the information, apply it in the markets, and figure out how you see the markets. I can show you what I do all day, but you may have little tweaks and twists that you do yourself once you learn the basics and once you apply them within the markets. If you got any value, just like, comment, subscribe. Please share. That helps out more than anything else. And I'm going to continue bringing value if you continue to show up. Remember, facts over feelings. We're out.